Hey everybody, welcome back. This is episode number 34, and we are still on our way to Snowpoint City, up at the northern tip of Sinnoh. I did heal up our team real quick, and I also switched out Ace for Riolu just for a bit, so we can get some experience for Riolu and catch him up with the rest of our teams. You may recall he's actually part of our secondary team. Not this team, but because I plan to use our main team for the next episode or two, maybe even a little bit beyond, I figured I would bring him with us, get some free XP, and maybe slow down the overall XP rate a little bit of our main team as well. Did we face you already? We did not. Rainy days make me feel blue, but the instant it starts to snow, I'm happy as can be. Sounds like a skier. I actually have never gone skiing before, just not something my family was really into. I had some neighbors who were, but they never took me on vacation with them, unfortunately. Also, they always came back with like injuries, so maybe they weren't very good skiers, but that always scared me a little bit. Like I'm sure it's very fun, but I also don't want to break my legs. So, alright. In retrospect, it might not have been the best idea to have Tom up first, because we're probably going to encounter a lot of ice Pokemon on this route, and as we said, Tom is doubly weak to ice, so we'll see how it goes. If it starts being like really difficult, I might switch out one of the other Pokemon to the front of the pack. And look at that, Riolu's gone from level 1 to level 12 in just one battle. Learn Faint, Metal Claw. We remember Metal Claw from Riley's Lucario. I'm going to get rid of Endure. Actually, let's get rid of Quick Attack. Actually, let's get rid of Faint, because I was going to say Faint's just as good as Quick Attack, but with the added advantage of going through Protect, but it's not. It actually is 10 less base power, so the conditions weren't very good. And very few opponents in this game use Protect or Detect, thankfully, because those moves are very annoying and really normally don't do much except waste power points. Already faced you. Now in competitive battling, especially competitive double battling, they're very good. But okay, next time we get rid of that Repel, I might use a Super Repel, because I did buy a few more of those. I see an item up ahead. This is a bottle of iron. Okay, that would increase the defense of one of our Pokemon. Surprised we didn't find more of those irons at Iron Island. You think we'd find a lot of it there, being an iron mine. There are several kinds of ninjas. Are you an Iga or a Koja ninja? I don't know. I wonder if Koga is a Koja ninja, or Kuja. I am not up to date on my ninjaology. I heard that like the last master of ninjutsu, or I don't know, whatever his title was, decided not to teach it to anybody, so like the era of at least like official ninjas is going to be ending if it hasn't already ended. I don't know if that's true. I saw it on the internet, so take it with a grain of salt, but thought that was kind of interesting. Alright, so I was debating between Bulldoze and Earthquake. Glad I went for Earthquake. Scruppy has a pretty good defense stat, and we're about the same level, I think. I don't remember what level it was. I want to say like 35. If we ever get done with this pin missile. 35, yes, okay. Some part of my brain saw that there. Now that Scruppy is weakened though, we can use Bulldoze and finish him off. Next Pokemon, I'm gonna guess, oh I don't know, Golbat. Probably not Golbat, but I can think of a better guess. A little bit of hail damage. Golbat, oh I guessed right, that's cool. I was not very confident in that, but hey, alright. Luckily we know our good old combination of Earthquake and Stone Edge. I did find the TM for Rock Slide. I don't remember where. I think I might have found it... Did I find it when I was running back here again in Mount Coronet, or did I find it somewhere in the underground? I don't really remember, but it's kind of a shame because if I found it a little while ago... Oh, I'm not much of a ninja either way. You'll get there, you're a ninja boy. You gotta grow into a ninja man. Then you'll be a full-fledged ninja. Alright, we are not going to use that Repel, so we can use Super Repels. But yeah, I would have been really excited to find, well that's right, to find Rock Slide a little bit ago, but now that we have Stone Edge, which is arguably better, Rock Slide is a little bit redundant. You can see Rock Slide is base power of 75, more accurate though, with accuracy of 90, and it has a flinch chance instead of the increased crit chance, so it's a good move. You know, I might actually teach it to Riolu, although I think I probably, well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to hold on to it for now. But I did get some TMs from another one of the vendors there. I got really lucky in that one of the large, what are they called? Orbs? Gems? I think they're orbs. I've mined like 100 of them, and or hundreds of them, and I have no idea what they're called still. Yeah, like red orb, blue orb, large blue orb. No, sphere. They're called spheres. That's it. Ooh, okay. Decisions. Well, as much as I really enjoy these switching moves and haven't had too much of a chance to use them, I think it's time to get rid of Volt Switch. That's the other downside to having like 2 teams and to leveling so fast. Both of those kind of build on top of each other, in the fact that it means we have very little time to use any of our moves before they're replaced by better moves. So I think our team will be getting very close to its final moveset in the not too distant future, and then we'll have plenty of time to use the final moveset. Luckily, those should be pretty fun movesets. But I encountered one of those sphere vendors that sold Stone Edge, obviously, the other day, which is why we all have Stone Edge. But also today, or yesterday, I encountered one that had Earthquake as well as Brick Break. So I had to trade in like my, I think it was a Draco plate I traded. No, it was a Dark plate. Because that got me like 40 red spheres, which are the currency to buy these. And I didn't really need a Dark plate because I already have the black glasses for Houndoom. And he's my only Dark Pokemon, so I feel like that, I didn't want to get rid of it because I only had one, but I feel like it was worth it for having like 3 Earthquake TMs and a Brick Break TM. So I'm actually not going to teach it to Infernape, even though Infernape can learn it, and it's a great move for Infernape. But we're going to have a lot of Pokemon that know Earthquake on our team, and knowing a Firefighting, Grass, and Rock type combination actually gives you better type coverage than replacing one of those 4 types with a ground type move like Earthquake would be. I'm actually not going to teach it to Riolu either. I'm not teaching it to anybody. Okay, so I'll use it on our secondary team. I think Gyarados and Mamoswine could definitely use it. Lucario could, however, or Riolu at this point. But I think what I'd rather do, let's see if I can find another trainer to face while I rabble on here. If we get to more grass, I'll use like a Super Repel. They're so dizzy they don't even see me. We skiers feel Mother Nature through the soles of our feet. Ooh, better get warm socks, because you don't want your feet getting frozen. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here, but I remember when I was a kid, like playing out in the snow all day, and you'd be freezing cold, and then you'd go inside and warm up and watch TV and drink hot chocolate with your friends. Like, that was always the best, like building snow forts and all. Some days I miss being a kid. Alright, let's use Stone Edge. But yeah, I'm not going to teach Earthquake and Stone Edge to Riolu, just because a lot of our Pokemon are going to know Earthquake and Stone Edge. We're going to teach Earthquake to Electabuzz once he evolves into Electivire. Electivire can learn Earthquake, but Electabuzz cannot. Obviously, Tom here is going to Earthquake and Stone Edge. I think being a level higher, Earthquake might not take it out, so let's go for the Stone Edge, even though it might miss. Ooh, and Sneasel's faster. This will probably be a knockout. Let's see. Oh, it's not. Nice. I was going to feel guilty because I didn't heal up Tom before this battle. There's our berry. Not sure to let us survive another icy wind, but it doesn't. Excuse me, it doesn't hurt. Oh, I gave him the wrong berry. Oh no. Alright, so Tom cannot have the wiki berry. Alright, luckily Tom came through. There was only a 40% chance there of not being confused and hitting, but Tom made up for my mistake. Alright, so I gotta remember that it's Tom and Anna that cannot have the wiki berries, right? I should probably just note that. I might need to double check that as well. They need the figgy berries, unlike the others. Alright, and we've defeated Skier Jorn, or however you say that. I think it's just Jorn. Silent B. Scandinavian name. Alright, let's check out some of these houses. I really have no idea what is in them. Well, before we do that, let's face the Skier, so I can finish my train of thought here. Okay, I need some berries, which are in this pocket. And we'll heal up Tom, and I'll also give him not a wiki berry. It was wiki I gave him, right? You know, just to be safe, let's give him like a mago berry. I know that one's okay. Alright, I'll give, I don't know which berries Riolu likes, so let's give him just a citrus berry for now. Play it safe. It heals a little less, but at least it can't confuse him. Maybe I like the idea that they're confused because, like they're like, why would you give me a berry I don't like? I'm so confused, trainer. But I'm not sure if that's really the cause. I've been skiing with Pokemon since I was just 5 years old. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I imagine I would ski more if I lived in a climate where there's actually like skiing. Like there's no skiing here in Maryland, so. Well, maybe. No, I don't think so. I mean, we have some mountains out west, but they're not really like snowy. I mean, they can have snow, obviously, but not like year-round, not enough to ski. I don't think. I think you'd have to go up to like somewhere further north for skiing. But anyway, yes, I'm going to teach Billy Earthquake. Tom will have Stone Edge and Earthquake, and Wynn will have just Stone Edge. And then on our secondary team, we're going to have Gyarados, who I'm probably going to teach both Earthquake and Stone Edge because they're really good coverage moves, and Mamoswine, who will know both Earthquake and Stone Edge. So I feel like with all of those Pokemon, I don't want to give Lucario Earthquake and Stone Edge again as well, even though it is a good move to teach Lucario. So if you have one, I would definitely consider either or both of those moves. But because we're having so many physical attackers, and because we're having a lot of Pokemon with those two attacks, I think I'm probably going to give Lucario some special attacks as his coverage moves instead. And that way we can have a little bit more of a special focus on our team and not so heavily tilted towards physical. His stab attacks might be physical because he does learn some really cool physical stab attacks. Alright, before we go too far north, I'm going to check out this house we saw down here. Oh, and Rock Climb, okay. That actually is a, was an HM move. Yeah, there you go. So we've unlocked it in the Hidden Moves app. And I assume we need the Snowpoint Gym badge to actually use it, though. You've seen those weird rocks going up the side of, like, rocky walls inside caves and the mountains and all? That's what Rock Climb is for. I don't think we'll teach Dammer Pokemon, because it's... I don't think it's totally accurate. Let me just check the TM list. I don't want to lie to you guys. TM 100, right? There it is. Alright, yeah, it's only 85% accurate. It has 90 base power, and it may leave them confused. So it's sort of like, almost like a version of Strength for people who like taking a little bit of a risk. You get 10 more power out of it, and a chance to confuse your opponent. I don't remember the chance. I want to say it's like 20%, but don't quote me on that. But it is 15% less accurate. So personally, I prefer Strength, or if you can get it, Body Slam. But yeah, I might teach it to Anna, because Anna has a very low amount of normal type attacks she can learn. It's basically like Facade or Giga Impact. There's just not a lot of choice there. So for now, I'm going to leave Takedown as our option, but we'll think about that one. While I was fighting my way through the blizzard, I dropped a TM. It had the move Rock Climb. Hey, what's this? You found it? But I'd already given up the TM for lost, and you found it. It's yours to keep, my friend. Make good use of it. And he's going to reward you with an icicle plate. Oh, okay. That's cool. The original one breathed alone before the universe came. Alright, yeah. He found it under the snow, and it's as old as time, or when Sinnoh came into being. And it will power up the power of ice-type attacks. So we actually are probably going to give that to Piloswine, who's not with us right now, but I made a little note there in my handy-dandy notebook, and just to make sure we're all healed up. Good enough. Let's face the skier. We already faced you. Let's face the black belt. That's good, because the black belt might not have ice types. I'm going to guess a Medicham and a Machoke. To make sure I'm more agile, I always dress light. That does not seem smart, because if you have Frostbite and lose your limbs, you will no longer be agile. Alright, 3 Pokemon, so I'm already wrong. Croagunk, alright, that's cool. Weak to our ground attacks. It is a little bit of a shame just the way our main team worked out, that we have like 6 physical attackers, but I didn't really want to add another Pokemon for the sake of being a special attacker. I almost, as I said before, went with Yemma and Yamega, because Yamega is a pretty cool Pokemon that I've never trained, and it is a special attacker. But in the end, after debating it, I decided to go with Staraptor instead, so no regrets. I definitely enjoy having Anna on the team. I guess I'll learn Rock Smash just so we have a fighting attack. I'm going to use Counter because Riolu and Lucario are not that bulky. They're really not the best users of Counter. I'm keeping Endure just because I could see using him like a double battle, and in that case it might help him like hang in there while another Pokemon takes out the enemy team. For example, Tom here could use Earthquake, defeat 2 opposing Pokemon if we're lucky, and not knock out Riolu because of the Endure, so I could see that being an interesting strategy. Right now I do have Anna in the second slot for similar reasons, because Anna of course is immune to Earthquake, being a flying type. Right, will that hail bring us in range of our berry? It will, nice. We're below quarter of our HP now, which I think is the cutoff. And his Pokemon are also affected by the hail, not being ice type, although won't really matter here. Either way, Earthquake is a 2-hit knockout. I do really like though that because we're using the 2 different teams, we're not like super duper stupidly over leveled. Like our team is all about the same level. I guess the rest of our team is like 43, which is a little bit high still, but it's not like we're like 20 levels higher or something silly like that. Onyx, I was not thinking Onyx. Alright, so we're going to use Earthquake, which is super effective and gets same type attack bonus, but it probably won't knock out Onyx. Yeah, because Onyx has really good defenses. Stealth Rock, not a smart move to use on the last turn of battle. Not sure what else he had, but if he wanted to at least like... He wasn't going to win, but you could at least like be petty and try to damage my Pokemon. Maybe he was trying to not be petty, maybe he's trying to be nice and, you know, not do too much damage to us, thinking like, well, I'm going to lose anyway, let me not make him use more berries. In which case, thank you, Black Belt, I appreciate your consideration. That's very magnanimous of you. I used Earthquake there just because I'm going to use a Leopard Berry after this anyway, so might as well. Achu. Oh, sounds like he might be getting a cold. Although, not a doctor, disclaimer, but I don't think you actually get colds from being in the cold. I think that's like just an old rumor. Now, being in the cold when you're not properly attired can obviously hurt your immune system, so that could increase your chances of getting a cold, but you don't like catch cold. Like a cold is a germ. You have to get it from somebody. And I think the reason they spread more in the winter is because people are more indoors, and maybe because the cold is weakening the immune system, not really sure. Like I said, not a doctor, not a virologist or whatever, but what am I doing? I'm trying to find leopard berries, which are, surprise, in the berry pocket. Once again, I'm bad at multitasking here. Okay, there it is. Alright, so we're going to use this on Earthquake and Stone Edge. I might want to use some PP ups soon as well, now that we're getting some moves that we're going to keep with us till the end of the game. Alright, before we head this way, because this seems to be the way to Lake Verity and sort of the next destination, Snowpoint City. Let's check out this area first. A person, a rare sight. Thank you for visiting. A gift. Spell tag. Is that the ghost type power up item? I don't remember what that does. There are a few items that sound like ghost type power up items, but are not. Do we already have a spell tag? Oh, we have so many items. Spell tag. No. Okay, it does power up ghost type moves. Alright. So let's make a note to give that to Mischievous. Finding lots of items for our secondary team while we're using our main team. I'm not sure I would want to live in a... I mean, there's something like romantic about like a Snowden cabin. It could be nice for vacation, for sure. But, oh, a dowsing machine. I'm not going to mess with that again. So this rock here is the equivalent of the mossy rock in Eterna Woods, where we evolved our Ace into Leafeon, from Eevee into Leafeon. So if you wanted a Glaceon instead, this little field of grass is where you would come and level up your Eevee, and it will evolve into Glaceon here. So just noting that for any fellow Eevee fans out there who might want a Glaceon. Like I said, I don't really love Glaceon because it's a little more defensive and slow, but an ice type, which is not really good synergy. But still a cool design. Oh, what is it? Pokemon battle? I think this Ace Trainer might be a little bit cold. Not a big fan of the cold myself. I like the snow. The snow is fun to play in, like I said. Not as fun to shovel now that I'm an adult, but it's beautiful to look at. It's lovely when it covers the mountains and trees and everything. But yeah, as long as I don't have to drive in it or shovel it, which I usually do, in both cases, I would like the snow. But yeah, seasonally it's nice. All year round, not so much. I would not want to live in a little cabin like that in the snow. I feel like that would get lonely and cold and have high energy bills and just can't go outside. I do miss, because right now it's winter as I record this, it's December obviously. So I do really miss being able to just go outside and like sit on the back porch and read a book or eat my lunch outside when I'm at the office or just go for a walk whenever I want to. I mean, I can still go for a walk, but like, it's cold. I don't want to be out in the cold. Alright, waterfall. Evenly effective, and because we are faster, we cannot be flinched. Honestly, the thing I don't like most about the hail is just that the extra time it takes to have the animation. It's kind of like using Intimidate. It's a great ability, but the extra time is a little bit annoying. I wouldn't mind if they could like turn just that animation off or something somehow. Whew, you are alive, aren't you? That's the reason. Well, I think Sneasel and Weevil will be a fine addition to any team. I wouldn't recommend Snover and Obama Snow because the hail would affect the rest of your team. It gets annoying. Alright, I don't know if I actually used a repel, but since we're at Lake Acuity, oh, and the road is blocked. We are here to make sure Snowpoint's gym leader doesn't disturb us. I'm pretty sure she could beat you pretty easily. Standing guard is a very important assignment. I'll make this a success and earn myself a Clefairy. It's good to have goals, although I'm not sure Clefairy is really that high of a goal, but hey. Who am I to poo-poo on your dreams? Alright, okay, I did use a repel. Nope, I didn't. Right, well, we'll see what one Pokemon is here. Machoke, yeah. Like I said, this region, I mean, there are some cool Pokemon in the Sinnoh decks, but because there are so few, it's not like some games where you can find really cool Pokemon just running around randomly. Especially a lot of the newer games or the remakes, like Heart Gold and Alpha Sapphire. So I think I'm going to stick with the repels, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see me find more Snovers and Machokes and maybe a Medicham or Meditite or something. For some reason they have a lot of fighting types here. Alright, repels are kept in this pocket, and actually I think I ordered them by type earlier today. Yes, nice, okay. We have plenty of super repels, as you can see, so we'll use one of those. Alright, so it seems like the idea is that we have to face the Snowpoint Gym Leader before doing this, which is kind of okay. We've faced a lot of Team Galactic fairly recently, so I'm totally okay with that. Just making sure I'm not missing any items or trainers or anything. So it looks like at this rate we may be facing Snowpoint Gym next episode. That's going to be fun. Looking forward to that. Although what's weird is that I know there's still a lot of Team Galactic stuff to do. I don't know if some of it's like, are we just going to do a ton of Team Galactic stuff between the 7th and 8th gym? That's kind of what I remember. But I guess we'll find out together. Where does this go? A great trainer recognized by the Pokemon League. I look forward to carrying someone like that on this ship. Oh, I wonder if he goes to like the survival area, which is like the main post-game area in this game. I kind of forgot that you need to actually get there somehow the first time, so it's a little weird they didn't just make you sail from Canalave. But they already have a ship there and a dock there and all, but you know, okay. Little weird area here. I do like the design though. There's like a little snowbound ship port, like you're in Alaska or something. Brr, this snowbound town is always freezing cold, but the spirits of their trainers and their Pokemon burn hot and bright, especially the gym leader. There you go, that's the spirit. I feel like this would be cool, like going to like Alaska on a vacation or something, but again, wouldn't want to live there. Alright, here's the gym, easy to find, I appreciate that. Yeah, Snowpoint is a pretty small city, I believe. Don't really know why I went in here. I don't know if they have anything really new to sell. Technical machines, different types. The Elite Four are way tougher. That's what I've heard as well, both in-game and in real life, so hopefully that's true. I've also seen the meme. It's like the, was it Tom and Jerry or whatever cartoon? A lot of stuff we can buy, but I think we're okay for now. Where it's like, wow, that Elite Four was super easy. I'm sure the champion will be a pushover too. And then it's like, they put like the Cynthia hair on whoever, and then her Pokemon are like coming. Anyway, the joke is that Cynthia. I guess I kind of spoiled that, didn't I? But sorry for anybody who hasn't either played the game or seen the game before. But Cynthia, if you haven't guessed already, if you hadn't played, you probably could have guessed anyway. Cynthia, the girl we met a few times, is the Champion of Sinnoh, which is kind of obvious because in these games you always seem to meet the champion before you. I don't know a trendy saying. How about brilliant? I don't hear kids going around saying illumination or electrode or shining, but you do hear like British people in particular say brilliant. That was the worst British accent ever. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the accent or not, so I just did halfway. Oh hey, I guessed right and got nothing for it. Maybe I'm like putting in the trendy setting. Like maybe he's gonna copy my trendy setting and be on TV or something. But okay, let's explore some houses here. Oh, this guy looks interesting. Snowpoint Temple, that's right. We'll check that out in a second. We might not be able to go in though, so no promises. Alright, what are you guys up to? Medicham, I do not have a Medicham. It's cool that you can trade for Haunter though, because I assume her Haunter evolves, although... I don't know, I kind of remember somebody saying like, there's a trade, I want to say it's in this game, that like you get a Haunter but it's holding an Everstone, which is just really mean. Like, whatever developer programmed that is just like, what is wrong with you? Alright, guess there are a couple here. Let's go down to... Here to the Pokemon. What are you doing here in the snow? Candace is teaching me about Pokemon. She says I have to start by making friends with Pokemon. It's a good first step indeed. And hey, in this game, they actually give you benefits by being friends with your Pokemon. Candace is, of course, the gym leader, or Candice. Obviously, it's a pun on the fact that she uses Ice-type Pokemon. Alright, and yeah, let's go ahead and heal up while we're here. And then we will do a real quick run to the temple, and I don't know what to do then. It's not quite... Usually I try to aim for at least the half an hour mark, but... I don't want to, like, start the gym. I don't want to keep that to a clean episode, just... You know, I don't know, for the programming. Alright, let's check out the temple. But yeah, in most of these games you tend to meet the champion before you actually get to the Pokemon League. Actually, I think in every game. So it's usually pretty obvious that, oh, hey, here's this one really interesting trainer that we keep encountering. We don't face them in battle. Maybe you partner with them at some point, but clearly they're pretty strong, and a lot of times they're interested in the legends of their region or something like that. So it's usually pretty obvious who the champion is, even in a game that you haven't played before. At least I think in my X Let's Play, I think I knew it was, what's her name, before the Pokemon League. Although guessing their type is also interesting. I won't tell you Cynthia's type if you don't know, but... Anyway, I thought that was a funny meme. Only the chosen may enter the Snowpoint Temple. I'm sorry, but you will have to leave. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this is where Regigigas, or however you say it, lives in this game, which was the first game he was available. I think if you bring, like, all three Regis, I think you have to catch them elsewhere or import them, or I don't know how you catch them in this game. Probably at Ramana's Park, or possibly at Ramana's Park. That allows you to capture like the king of the Regis. But yeah, not something we're able to do, at least not at this point in the game. Alright, since we have a few more minutes, let me just do some battles or something. Maybe I'll try to access Mount Coronet from Eterna City. See if maybe there are a few trainers there we can face to get some more XP. And then we'll call it an episode, and when we come back, we'll face the gym. That should be really fun. It's been a little bit since we faced a gym battle. Not as long as our one gap, but... I like the music in this town. This is really nice. Snowpoint, wasn't too fond of that music. Seemed a little austere for my taste. Did I use the repel, or did I just say I was going to? I know I used one at one point, but then I think I hit the do not reuse repel because we were in the city. I'll worry about berries and all later on. Oh, you know what? Have we been back here since we had Rock Smash? I think we have. Let me just double check that. If not, we may be facing... You know what? Let's put Riolu at the front of the party, because we do need Riolu to get some happiness, some friendliness, because that's how he'll evolve into Lucario. Yeah, we already faced this guy. Okay. So let's go into the cave then. And using them in battle, I believe, helps to get friendliness as well. Alright, so not only have we been here since we had strength, because clearly we got whatever item was up there previously. But let's see if there might be... Oh, you know what? Nope. We are just right where we were before. Well, that's a little boring. Okay. So much for that idea then. Well, guys, I think I've explored that entire route now. I think I've also explored all of Mount Coronet that we can currently go to. Berries haven't grown yet. We faced you already. Alright, well, let me just check one more thing. I have visited some of the other areas of the Grand Underground too. I might do a whole episode just exploring the Grand Underground, doing some mining or something, kind of a filler episode. I'll announce it when I do, so if you want to skip that, feel free. But, alright, let's check out, move back to Hardhome here. I want to see if I can go any further in Mount Coronet from that way. We will have to go to Mount Coronet as part of the main plot in a little while, but sometimes if you go back a little later, the Pokemon are a little bit underleveled, so I wanted to see if we can get there now, maybe do one more battle before we call it a day. I did get some cool berries from the Battle Master, including, just this morning, a Lumberry, which is really cool. It takes a long time to grow. I think I already planted it. But Lumberries heal any stats condition, which is just awesome. Alright, we could surf down there. We don't have Waterfall yet, though. We do have Rock Climb, but we can't use Rock Climb. So, that's unfortunate. How do we actually get to the cave? Here we go. See, I'll try to grow some Lumberries, because they might be useful at some point. Alright, so we could surf there, but it wouldn't get anywhere. I see an item up yonder. Maybe that's something interesting. A TM or a held item, perhaps. I did check with that level guy again. The level for today is 60, so I think what I might do, I actually did catch in the underground a Swablu, which I evolved into Altaria, because they actually have a pretty high up as far as I can go until I get Rock Climb. I guess once you get the Rock Climb and beat the 7th gym, you can come back here and then explore more, including facing Team Galactic, so that's cool. Yeah, Swablu and Altaria have an eccentric experience gain rate, which is actually one of the faster ones. I was debating between that or Togepi. I found a Swablu first, so I went with that, but I might do a Togepi as well if Altaria gets too high. But I'm going to try to probably level him or her off screen. Not for any big reason, except I'd like to have a Pokemon I can get to like the higher levels even this earlier in the game. That way, if I need to talk to the level guy and get our Black Belt and our Expert Belt, I can do that. Alright, but before we end things, I'm going to use that protein, assuming I can find it. I see an iron. Protein, there we go. Why is the iron not with the protein? That makes no sense. Let's use that. I'm going to use it on Tom again. Increase his attack even further. Alright, very nice. Well, alright. Sorry, the last few minutes of that really weren't super interesting, but I promise we will have something very interesting when we come back, and that will be our next gym battle. I'll bring out Ace then as well, because I want to make sure we have our full team there and are in tip-top fighting shape, and that should be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching. See you again soon.